Yes, next one's A Bag of Tricks. This is Lady Day from Rock and Roll Animal. If I think, if you want to say what's a mark of a great album, is it fair to say that any given time, any, different songs are your favourite? Like if you took Freeze, Fire and Water album, it might be Heavy Load, or it might be Fire and Water, or it might be Mr. Big. My favourite of the album is probably Oh I Wept. Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run could be the title track, could be Jungle Land, could be Backstreets, it could be Meeting Across the River, And I think that is a good rule of thumb. Now, with Rock and Roll Animal, different songs at different times have undoubtedly been my favourite song. It could be White Light, White Heat, it could be that one. Pretty much any of them. But at one time, I would definitely say my favourite song on Rock and Roll Animal was Lady Day. And as I said, it's an absolute bag of tricks. If you ever played this with a line of those guitar, bass, drums, and God forbid, I would take my hat off to you if you did, you'd have to put together a composite of all these different parts, the keys, Dick Wagner. I'm looking at my stereo. Dick Wagner comes out there, Steve comes out there, Prakash John on the bass. But I can hopefully show you the notes. So the first thing you hear, and this is really doomy, is right. Those notes are C A D. Right. Now, if you want, you could explain the mystery of what happens at the end of Intro Sweet Jane. When we hear, it actually doesn't come up, it just goes down. Right? If you did that, you'd get, which I think most people would agree that's pretty doomy. It would also give you that E flat. Right? But then you've got the mental conundrum of, oh wait a minute, that's not A anymore, that's not G anymore, that is, right? And you're a better man than me, or woman than me, if you can do that bit. So let's go back to, stand-up tuning, and just play it straight, right? So we've got C, A, D, right? We've then got a keyboard part, got the phaser on, and I've got it in the middle quack position, and you hear three motifs. These are G and F, but they're played over a different bass note. So now obviously the keys is playing that all at once. So you've got something like then the G, and then I've got that, right? So when that bit happens over the D minor, to give it again the people watch her walking down the street, and over the G. That's coming off a C and it's running up a C major scale. And back to C. Then there's the F chord. E flat. And here's the bit where it would benefit from the down tuning. Oh, got no E flat. Right, so there we're going down from the D to G. No E flat. And then, hear me out in this one. we're going to a chorus that ostensibly sounds like GT flat. Oh, Lady Day. Right. Right. But the chord there, the G, I'm playing G5, is to that bit, right, which we'll get to in a minute. So, we've got C. This is so doomy, isn't it? She walked on down the street. And we've got these three, you know, the G and then this, the C major scale. Up to the F chord, make sure your phaser's on, E flat, and then no E flat, and then now you hear that sound that Dick's got there? Right? So I've got a bit of chuck, trying to make my wrist as loose as possible. You hear that? Into that, right? That sound's going to come up again quite shortly in Rock and Roll, which was a Velvet Underground song. There's actually a terrific version of Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll is one of these multi-named songs. So there's Zepp's Rock and Roll. Lots of people have a song called Rock and Roll for obvious reasons, because it's like, it's our favourite thing, you know, apart from beer, you know. But Lou Reed's Rock and Roll was a Velvet Underground song that was played in a pretty basic manner. This one kind of is certainly, you know, improved, evolves via, you know, the Rock and Roll Animals band, but it features that sound. So when we get to Rock and Roll, you'll hear a lot more of the. Okay, so we'll get to that one next.